Warning, the following ZipRecruiter radio spot you are about to hear is going to be filled with F-words.
When you're hiring, we at ZipRecruiter know you can feel frustrated, forlorn even, like your efforts are futile, and you can spend a fortune trying to find fabulous people, only to get flooded with candidates who are just fine. Fortunately, ZipRecruiter figured out how to fix all that. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/zip. With ZipRecruiter, you can forget your frustrations because we find the right people for your roles fast, which is our absolute favorite F word. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day.
Fantastic.
So, whether you need to hire 4, 40, or 400 people, get ready to meet first-rate talent. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/zip to try ZipRecruiter for free. Don't forget, that's ZipRecruiter.com/zip. Finally, that's ZipRecruiter.com/zip.
Then another thought crosses my head, which is pretty inappropriate, but I have to share it. What went through my head is, do I spit or do I swallow?
No, you did not.
You're listening to a Pooja and Gurdeep podcast exclusive.
You won't hear this anywhere else.
Should we get into it?
Let's do it.
Collectively, Pooj, you and I have roughly 40 years of on-air experience. Mm-hmm. That's a lot of time on air, especially in the job that we're doing now at CHFI and our previous job, where you're basically live for the entirety of your shift.
Yep.
It's inevitable. Law of averages. There's going to be some crazy, funny, unexpected, unplanned things that happen while you're doing your job. We
are all flawed human beings. Nobody is perfect. We make mistakes. And, people make mistakes on their jobs all the time. They just don't have, all the eyeballs and all the earballs listening and watching them make their mistake like we do.
And of course, the instant reaction that is social media. We love social media.
Don't we?
Sometimes. So we thought we would do a podcast exclusive on the funniest things that have ever happened on air to us.
Yes, these are the stories that when we get together with our friends, these are the ones that you share. You're probably not sharing this with just anyone because they're embarrassing, right? Or the times that you almost went viral. It's almost like that.
Yeah. I got a bit of a doozy for you.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think I've shared this one ever on air. I'm not sure if you even know this story. This was 2009, June. So I was fairly new at CP24. I was doing weather. It was summer. It was just starting to get hot. And it was Pride Month. And so oftentimes when you're doing weather, they want to send you out on location to something happening in the city. So you have a fun backdrop. And then every 15 minutes, they would come to you for a weather update. Mm-hmm. And the producer had said to me, make sure you have a guest for every single segment. And I'm new, so I'm eager to please. So, of course, I'm hustling. I'm finding people to talk to, colorful people that, are dressed up for Pride or maybe not wearing that much for Pride. Mm-hmm. People who have a story, people who maybe are involved with the parade. I am hustling. My cameraman and I were running up and down, the Church and Wellesley area, finding these great segments. And 4, 8, 12 of these interviews. And finally, we're coming up for the next one. And for the life of me, I can't find a guest. The parade's starting to sort of peter out a little bit. Mm-hmm. Most of the floats have gone by me.
And people don't understand the kind of pressure it is, too. You have live TV. You got time to fill. They're expecting to have a guest. You need to have something. You have to have something planned. And sometimes what happens when you're out in the field, too, is people see you with the microphone and they run away. They actually do the opposite. They don't want to be anywhere near you.
They have one of two reactions. They either come running towards you because they love it. There's two kinds of people.
Yes.
Or there's the person that runs away.
Yes.
And, if this was later in my CP24 career, I would have just said to the producer, hey, couldn't find a guest, just going to be me for the hit. But I'm new. I'm a month into the gig, so I do not want to disappoint. So in my ear, the director's like, 2 minutes to you. Do you have a guest? I'm like, no, still looking, still waiting. 30 seconds to you. Do you have a guest? I'm getting shut down left and right. All of a sudden, we're about 15 seconds to air, and I'm like kind of sweating, going, I don't have a guest. And I feel on my back. Have you ever seen the movie Zorro with Antonio Banderas?
Have I seen the movie with Antonio Banderas?
It's a good,
yes,
it's a good
I have.
Movie. So you know he does that with the sword. He does the Z.
Yes.
That's the symbol of Zorro.
Uh-huh.
I feel on my back it's a Z on my back, and my back goes kind of erect. And I'm like, oh, what was that? And I turn around. It was a water gun. I was sprayed in the form of a Z from a super soaker. And I turn around, and about 15 feet away is a gentleman, we'll call him, in a fluorescent Speedo. and nothing else, a bunch of glitter.
Okay.
Glitter, a fluorescent Speedo, and holding a super soaker. And I turn around and I see him and his friend, and I wave him over, and he's like, ooh, he's calling me in. And I'm like, and then I hold up the mic. I'm like, no, like for a TV hit. Meanwhile, the director's like, 10 seconds to you.
Oh, no.
So normally what you want to do is you want to pre-screen your interviews, right? You want to talk to a guest ahead of time, make sure that they can, make sure they're not intoxicated, that they have something to share, that you prep them for the questions.
They don't swear on live TV,
all
of those
things.
things.
There was no time because it was 5 seconds to air at this point. So I called him over, didn't even get a chance to get his name. So this is what you would call a gamble. And I went with it and I bring him in and say, hi, what's your name? And he's like, Eduardo.
Of course.
And so I gambled and I won because I talked to Eduardo and he's super eloquent and he has a story. He's been coming to Pride for this many years. He told his story of coming out, what the parade meant to him.
Oh, nice.
I'm like, great. In my head, I'm like, oh my God, this could have gone really bad. But, thank goodness. Now, I'm not a gambler. I know you like to gamble, Pooj. What's the old saying when you're doing well at the table?
You got to know when to fold them.
Yeah.
You need to know when to walk away.
Quit while you're ahead, right?
Sorry, that's Kenny Rogers.
Yeah,
but
it's Kenny
still.
Rogers. Not what I was looking for.
Yeah.
But yeah, same spirit.
Yeah.
Quit while you're ahead, which is what I should have done at this point. I should have taken it back and said, hey, here's how your 3-day forecast is looking, back to you. Instead,
Oh, no.
I went in for a little more. And I said to Eduardo, hey, Eduardo, pull back the curtain for us. The super soakers that you've got. This is a staple of Pride. You see everyone with these water guns. Tell me, what's in the gun? Tell me, what's in the gun? Because they don't always just put water in it.
Oh.
And I thought he was just going to give a fun, cheeky answer like, oh, it's my secret, or, oh, it's a little beverage. And Eduardo says, instead of me telling you, why don't I show you?
Oh, no.
And I go, what? And he proceeds to cock the super soaker, steps back, and I'm like, oh, he's going to like spray me in the chest, kind of like what he did off air, like the Zorro in the back. He's going to do like a Z on my front
And
or
this
something.
is all happening on live TV?
This is all on air. So I'm like, oh, that's fine. So I move the mic because I don't want to get the mic wet. And I just kind of like spread my arms thinking he's going to spray me on the chest. He hasn't pointed at my chest, but before he fires, Eduardo tilts up towards my face.
No!
And before I have a chance to protest, Eduardo starts unleashing and it starts hitting my mouth and my mouth is open. So now I'm getting a face and mouthful of what I can confirm was not water.
Oh, no.
This was
What was it?
It was an alcoholic mix that at the beginning of the day was probably a really tasty, cold vodka something.
Oh, dear.
But after a 4-hour parade,
Oh,
it
dear.
was hot.
Oh, no.
It was not tasty.
Oh.
And it's now all in my mouth.
No.
And as this is in my mouth, I'm thinking, okay, I'm just going to like whatever, make this end. But it occurs to me in this moment, as my mouth is full of this mystery liquid, oh crap, I still have to throw back to studio.
Right. Have you given the forecast?
I don't know if I got to the forecast.
Oh, my gosh.
And then I'm like, okay, then another thought crosses my head, which is pretty inappropriate, but I have to share it. What went through my head is, do I spit or do I swallow?
No, you did not. No.
And all the thoughts go through my head.
Tell me
Pooja.
to
I'm
say
like,
that out loud.
no, I didn't say it out loud.
Okay.
The thought in my head, I couldn't speak. I had this liquid in my mouth. I didn't want to swallow it because I don't know what it is, but then I didn't want to appear like homophobic and like spit it out.
Oh, no.
I'm like, is that how is
No.
this going to be perceived?
No, no.
So I proceeded to turn back to the camera, held the mic, and went,
Gulp.
back to you.
Oh, my gosh.
And that was the craziest thing that's ever happened to me on TV.
Wow.
Eduardo, wherever you are, man, I hope it was worth it.
And you stayed employed to tell about it.
I mean, I think I handled that like a pro.
Yeah. Wow. I don't think there's anything I could say that could top that
My
because
Eduardo story.
mine don't feel so embarrassing after all. Oh my gosh.
What happened?
How did I not know that story?
I can't believe I've never told you that. I've told that to my friends over drinks and they howl.
Oh my goodness. We need Eduardo. We need a part 2.
Hey, Eduardo, if you're listening, buddy, drop us a text at 981-981.
Oh my. Okay. Mine are embarrassing. Not that embarrassing, but like I said, sometimes it's been a long day. People maybe don't understand how long you are on live TV. It's an entire, you're there for 9 hours. You're on air for about 7 of those hours on live TV. You're bound to get tired, flub your words, make a mistake. So there was this one time that I was on a very long anchoring shift. I was ready to get off the desk, and I was reading my last, few stories before I get to wrap it up and go home.
The end is in sight.
And at the end of our newscast, we used to always do all the international stories. And so I'm reading a story about army fatigues. And instead of saying army fatigues, because I was so tired, I said, and they were dressed in their army fatigues.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
You said it like in French, the word for tired, fatigué.
Yes, and I don't know why I became French in that moment, but I was tired, so maybe that's why I did that. Perhaps one that could top that one is, I didn't know what a mastodon was. Do you know what a mastodon is?
Isn't it like a kind of dinosaur?
I guess. That showed up in the teleprompter. Didn't know it was coming. I read it cold.
In fairness, the producer at that point, they usually give you a heads up. If it's a good producer, they give you a heads up on any tricky words. They should have just been like, hey, Pooch, got mastodon in the script.
Yeah. Didn't know what that was, hit it cold, and I stuttered on it for some reason. So I just ended up saying mastodon. And then, of course,
I remember this
everyone went nuts because they thought it was so funny and put it on a loop, and it became a thing.
It became a meme in one of our group chats, our work group chats.
Yep,
it's just you looking like a deer in the headlights going, mastodon.
Yeah, whatever it was. And then I think the worst one, this is one that I literally, my face turns all red every time I tell this story. I don't tell it often for good reason.
Uh-oh. I know this?
You know this. You laugh at me every time as well. And you're going to get uncomfortable. You're going to get uncomfortable. I'll tell you right now. I interviewed an Argos player.
Oh, yeah.
And his name is Matt Black.
Love Matt Black.
Matt Black, he was great.
Great guy.
Lovely guy. We were speaking off air. We spoke for 3 or 4 minutes before we came on air for me to do the interview. And as soon as we come up, 3, 2, 1, I say I'm joined now by Argos player Black Matt. and yes, he was black.
Right, I was going to say, what's his background?
He's actually, and he's black. So I see color clearly, and which we're supposed to. You're supposed to see color.
Now, did he react, or did he just roll with it?
He laughed so hard, almost like a spit take, and he's like, you wouldn't believe how often that happens. I was like, oh really? I'm like, I'm so sorry, Matt Black, not Black Matt. And he's like, both work, both apply.
They're both short words. They're one syllable names. I can kind of see how it might happen.
What's wrong with me? Anyway, he forgave me and made me feel better about it. But I was just mortified.
Yeah. And that to start a segment that way, because then you still got to do the whole segment.
I do that sometimes with 2 first names as well. You know when somebody has the first name, Troy Scott?
Uh-huh.
They're both first names.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to call you Scott Troy.
Right.
Yeah. In this case, I don't know what happened.
We hope you love that. Listen to the show Monday to Friday. You might just catch the next flub, because they do happen. Eduardo, if you're out there, buddy, drop us a comment on this pod. Hey, and if you like what you just heard, follow, rate, and review the Pooja and Gurdeep Show podcast. Wherever you listen, it does us a huge favor, and it's all we'll ever ask of you. Thanks so much.